Hello viewers, I am Deepti Hans. Today I am going to discuss 35 practice questions from Mathematics ICSE Class 10 from the unit Commercial Mathematics including Chapter 1 and 2 which are GST and Banking respectively. From board examination point of view, these chapters approximately carry 8 marks, 1 MCQ, 1 3-marker question and 1 4-marker question. So for your better practice, take out your notebook, pen and practice along with me. Coming to first question, the mark price of a wooden almirah is rupees 6400. So MP given is 6400 rupees. And assuming the GST applicable is 18%, rate of GST is 18%. Calculate the total amount of money that a customer has to pay for the purchase of almirah. Total amount of money, we know the formula, marked price plus 18% of marked price. It means 6400 plus 18% means divided, of means multiply, and mark price we know 6400. So 6400 plus 18 into 64 is 1152. So correct answer is 7552. 7552 rupees is the correct answer which the customer has to pay. Second question, a printer is sold for rupees 6840. It means selling price of printer is rupees 7840 inclusive of 12% GST. It means if X is the mark price, then 12% of X plus X is equal to 7840. So X plus 12 means 12%, means 100, of means multiply, and then X. So in these questions, these 100 come here and LCM 100, then 112x is equal to 7840. So x is equal to 7840 multiplied by 100 and divided by 112. So 112, this comes out to be 70, then 7000. It means 7000 is the marked price of the printer including 12% GST which is 840, then the selling price becomes 7840. Question number 3, an almond trader in Nagpur, Maharashtra supplies almonds worth rupees 1 lakh to a shop in Nasik, Maharashtra. It means Maharashtra to Maharashtra, and rate of CGST is 6% and SGST is 6%. How much CGST and SGST the almond trader would charge? So we know the rate of CGST is equal to the rate of SGST. It means 6%. So 6% of 1 lakh. Lakh means 5 zeros. So 6% of multiply 5 zeros, 2 cancelled. So 6000 rupees. Both comes out to be 6000. So we will write CGST is 6000. Again SGST is also 6000. Coming to fourth question. And oil trader in Hyderabad, Telangana supplies oil tins worth rupees 80,000 to a shop in Lucknow, UP, and the rate of IGST is 18%. How much IGST the oil trader in Hyderabad would charge? So IGST is equal to total 18%. So 18% of what is the rate? 80, cost is 80,000. So 18% of 80,000. So 18 into 8, 14400 rupees is the IGST charge. Coming to question number 5, the mark price of a sewing machine is rupees 3500. If the GST on the sewing machine at the rate of 12%, then how much would you have to pay for such a machine? So GST applies on marked price only. So here marked price is 3500. So 12% on 3500. So 1200, 3500. So 35 into 12 and answer comes out to be 420. So I have to pay 420 for GST. So net cost in this question they have asked about net cost. It means 3500 which is the mark price and 420 which is the GST, and their sum comes out to be 3920 rupees. So net cost is 3920. Now next is sixth question. The GST on the khadi silk is 5% if the mark price of the khadi silk sari is 875. Now mark price is 875 plus 5% GST. So 5% of 875, 875 plus 5 upon 100 into 875. 875 plus, after cutting this, it comes out to be 43.75. So their sum comes out to be 918.75 rupees. I have to pay if I want to buy that khadi silk sari of 875 including GST of 5%. Now question number 7, the selling price of a washing machine inclusive of GST. Whenever such type of questions come, we need to assume the mark price as X and rate of GST given in this question is 12%, then 12% of X. It means this is the GST including price. So here it is given as 13440. So X plus 12 upon 100 into X, and LCM 100 plus 12 upon 100. It means 112 upon 100x is equal to 13440. So value of X 13440 into 100 divided by 112. After cutting this comes out to be 12 and 1 0. So 1 3 zeros. 12,000 rupees is the price of the washing machine, which is the basic price. Including GST, it comes out to be 13440. When question number 8, Miss Anju purchased an equipment for rupees 4956. Purchase price of the article is, it means selling price is 4956 rupees. Including GST, if the mark price or the sale price of the equipment is, mark price is rupees 4200. Find the rate of GST. Now we know that SP is equal to mark price plus GST paid. So GST is equal to selling price, which means 4956 minus 4200. It means the amount of money paid for GST only is rupees 756. So now rate percent is equal to amount of GST paid divided by mark price into 100. So amount of GST is 756 divided by 4200 multiplied by 100. So after cutting, its value comes out to be 18. So rate is 18% GST, which is paid by customer Anju. Now question number 9, coming to chapter banking, Rama deposited rupees 200 per month for 36 months. So P given as rupees 200 per month, 36 months, N is 36. Recurring deposit account. If the bank pays interest at the rate of 11% per annum, so rate is 11% per annum, find the amount she gets on maturity. Now we know the formula of maturity value. It is P into N, then plus P into N, N plus 1 into rate divided by 2 into 12 into 100. So P into N is 200 into 36. Actual amount of money the customer has paid. Now P is 200 into N is 36, N plus 1 is 37, rate is 11 divided by 2 into 12 into 100. Now this value is 7200 plus, after cutting this, comes out to be 1221. It means total value is 8421. So maturity value is 8421, which Rama will get after 36 months. Now question number 10, Kamal deposited rupees 60 per month. So P is rupees 60 per month in a recurring deposit account for 4 years. So N is 4 years means 4 into 12. It means 48. N is 48 number of months. Find the amount payable to him on maturity if the rate of interest is 5%. Rate is 5% per annum. So now maturity value, we have recently seen its formula, P into N plus P into N plus 1 into R upon 2 into 12 into 100. So what is the value of P? It is 60. Value of N, it is 48 plus P is 60 into 48 into 49. Rate is 5. 2 into 12 into 100. So 48 into 60, 2880 plus after cutting 294 we get, and after adding 3174. Rupees 3174 is the amount which Kamal get on maturity after 4 years. Now question number 11, Basu goes to a shop and buys a shirt having list price 1200. It means mark price given as 1200. The rate of GST is 18%. He tells the shopkeeper to reduce the price to such an extent that he has to pay rupees 1200 inclusive of GST. क्योंकि वो चाहता है कि जितना मार्क प्राइस लिखा है उतना उसको टोटल पे करना पड़े इंक्लूडिंग जीएसटी. इट मींस शॉपकीपर को मार्क प्राइस को रिड्यूस करना पड़ेगा. नाउ द क्वेश्चन हियर इज फाइंड द रिडक्शन नीडेड इन द प्राइस ऑफ द शर्ट. यानी कितनी उसको प्राइस रिड्यूस करनी पड़ेगी. तो यहाँ हमें एज्यूम करना पड़ेगा कि मार्क प्राइस क्या है. तो लेट द मार्क प्राइस इज एक्स including 18% of GST means 18%. Now Basu wants to give only rupees 1200. So this is the mark price, this is the GST, and this is the total price which he want to pay. Now shopkeeper had to reduce its mark price up to this extent. Now x plus 18 upon 100 into x is equal to 1200. So 118 upon 100x is equal to 1200. So x is 1200 into 100 divided by 180. After cutting, its value comes out to be 1016.94. So reduction needed by shopkeeper is total 1200 and minus 1016.94. So we need to subtract this value, and after subtracting we get 183.06. We need to add rupees in our final answer here and here also, otherwise our marks can be deducted. In question number 12, Priya has a recurring deposit account of rupees 1000 per month. It means P is given as rupees 1000. At 10% per annum, rate is given as 10% per annum. If she gets 5550 as interest, interest is given in this question as 5550. As interest at the time of maturity, find the total time for which amount was held. Here we should not confuse with the word given maturity, because what they have given is the interest, not the maturity value. So we need to apply the formula for interest only. So I is equal to P into N plus 1 into R upon 2 into 12 into 100. Here we have not given any time, so we need to calculate time. So value of interest is given, value of P is given, N and N plus 1 is not given, and R is 10, 2, 12 and 100. Now divided by 100 and multiply by 24 is equal to N and N plus 1. So here N square plus N, and here in this side we will get 1332. So a quadratic equation which we need to solve for time here is N square plus N and minus 1332 equal to 0. Now for solving this quadratic equation, one thing keep in mind, so that our factors come out to be only 24 or 36 or 12, because they are multiples of 12. So by dividing 1332 by 36, we will get the factors very easily. N square plus 37n minus 36. It means 37 multiplied by 36, we will get 1332, and after subtracting we will get 1 here. So minus 1332 equal to 0. Here n also required. N plus 37 and minus 36, n plus 37. So 36, n is equal to 36. It means 3 years. And time cannot be negative, so minus 37 value is not possible. So we will directly take this value 36. It means 36 months, or you can say 3 years. In banking, they can ask us mostly 3 types of questions. They can ask us for maturity value or interest, or we can calculate time, or we can calculate principal also. Now in this numerical, we are going to calculate the principal amount. So Kiran deposits certain sum of money each month in a recurring deposit. Here we don't know the sum of money deposited by her. In a bank, if the rate of interest is 8% per annum and she gets 8088 from the bank after 3 years, find the value of monthly installment. So maturity value is equal to P into N plus P into N plus 1 into rate upon 2 into 12 into 100. So what is the value of P? We don't know here, but we know the value of N, 3 years. 3 years means 36 months. Plus P as it is 36, then plus 1, it means 37, and then rate is given as 8 upon 2 into 12 into 100. So 36p, and after solving this 4.44p. So their value comes out to be 40.44p. And maturity value we have given in the question as 8088. So value of P is 8088 divided by 40.44. It means its value is rupees 200. So the monthly installment deposited by Kiran is rupees 200. Now coming to question number 14, Messrs. Atul Paints sold 4 tins of luster paint with taxable value of each tin is 3400. If the rate of GST is 28%, then find out the amount of CGST as well as SGST charged in invoice. Now total taxable value of one tin is 3400. So here we need to calculate for 4. So total taxable amount of 4 tins is equal to 3400 of 1 multiplied by 4, and value is 13600. Now rate of GST here given as 28%. So CGST and SGST both comes out to be half of this. It means 14%. So 14% of this value 13600. 14 upon 100 into 13600. 136 multiplied by 14, value comes out to be 1904. So value of each CGST and SGST is rupees 1904. मार्क्स नहीं कटवाने हैं तो यूनिट जरूर लगाना है. Now question number 15, Preeti has a recurring deposit account in a bank for a period of 2 years. So it means N is equal to 24 months. If the bank pays interest at the rate of 6% per annum, rate is given as 6% per annum and the monthly installment is rupees 1000. It means P is given as rupees 1000. Find the interest earned in 2 years. We know the formula for interest. I is equal to P into N plus 1 into rate divided by 2 into 12 into 100. So what is the value of P? It is 1000. N is 24. N plus 1 is 25. Rate is 6 divided by 2 into 12 into 100. 12 to the 24. 100 zeros cancel. 25 into 60. Its value is rupees 1500. So the interest earned by Preeti is rupees 1500. Now question number 16. When the rate of GST is decreased from 18 to 12% for a sewing thread, Anu has to pay rupees 600 less for it. What is the list price of the sewing thread? Here we have to assume that the mark price or the list price of the sewing thread is rupees X. So according to the situation given in the question, if mark price is X, then 18% GST is means 18% of X. But if mark price is X and GST here reduced to 12%, it means 12% of X. And then in this case, Anu has to pay rupees 600 less. It means we need to add 600 on this side where GST is less. So here for calculation, x plus 18% of x is equal to x plus 12% of x and then 600. So after cancellation, 18 upon 100 minus 12 upon 100 x is equal to 600. So 18 minus 12, it means 6 upon 100 x is equal to 600. So x is 600 into 100 divided by 6. It means 100. It means 10,000. So x is equal to rupees 10,000. In question number 17, Lata deposited rupees 150 per month in her bank. P is 150, account for 8 months, N is 8 under the recurring deposit scheme. What will be the maturity value of her deposit if the rate of interest is 8% per annum and the interest is calculated at the end of every month. So maturity value formula we need to put here. So P into N, then P into N plus 1 into R upon 2 into 12 into 100. I am sure by this time you have totally remembered this formula. So 150 is the principal amount given, N is 8 months, so 150 into 8 into 9 and the rate given here is 8%, so 8 upon 2 into 12 into 100. So 150 into 8 is 1200. Thus after solving this, value is 36. So 1236, it means 1236 rupees is in question number 18. The cost of an article is rupees 5000 and including GST its cost becomes 6000. Calculate the rate of GST for this item. Let the rate of GST is X%. So X% of rupees 5000. So and equal to what is the value given for GST is 6000 minus 5000. It means 1000 rupees. So X upon 100 into 5000, X is equal to 1000 into 100 upon 5000. So rate of GST is 20. So it means X is equal to 20%. In question number 19, Mohan has a recurring deposit account in a bank for 2 years at 8% per annum. At the time of maturity, he gets rupees 51,000. Find the monthly installment. So 51,000 is the maturity value and formula for it is P into N. P we don't know, but N we know it is 24 because 2 years given. So P into 24 into 25 and rate given as 8%. 8 upon 2 into 12 into 100. So 24P plus value comes out to be 2P. It means 26P is equal to 51,000. So P is equal to 51,000 divided by 26. It value is 1961.53. So value of monthly installment is 1961.53. Now in question number 20, if the rate of GST is 10%, Mr. Mohan has to pay rupees 5000 for an article if the rate is 10%. What amount he has to pay if the GST is increased by 4% by the government on the same article? So according to the question, X plus 10% of X is equal to X plus 10 upon 100X. It means 11 upon 10X. And its value is given as 5,000, which Mr. Mohan initially paying. X is equal to 5,000 into 10 upon 11 and its value is 454.45. Now increased GST. Now in second case, increased GST is 10% initially and then 4. It means 14% is the total GST rate now and approximate value is rupees 4545. We are ignoring 45 paisa there and then 14% of 4545 and After calculation, 636.30, and then adding this, amount comes out to be rupees 5181. 5181 is the total amount which Mr. Mohan has to pay now with increased GST of 4%. In question number 21, Bharat has a recurring deposit account in a bank of rupees 2000 per month at the rate of 10% per annum. At the time of maturity, he gets rupees 83,100. Find the time for which amount was held. Generally, in questions given for time, we need to calculate a quadratic equation there. So here also, P is given as rupees 2000, rate is given as 10%, and then maturity value is given as 83,100 rupees, and we need to calculate the time. So maturity value is equal to P into N. So 2000 we know the value of P, but we don't know N. So we will write it as 2000 N plus then P into N into N plus 1 into rate is given as 10 upon 2 into 12 into 100. Now value of maturity value is 83100 is equal to 2000 N plus after calculation this value comes out to be 25 upon 3 N and N plus 1. Now 83100 is equal to 2000 N multiplied by 3 taking LCM, and then 25 N square plus 25 N after opening this bracket. So this is 6000 N, 25 N square, 25 N, 83100. So 25 N square plus adding these two 6025 N minus 249300. This is our final quadratic equation after multiplying with 3 here. Now taking 25 common from this quadratic equation so that we can get its factor easily. Its value is 241N minus 99720. As I told you earlier, हमें इसके फैक्टर्स इस तरह से लेने हैं कि इसमें या तो 24 या फिर 36 से हम डिवाइड करेंगे जनरली, अदरवाइज 18 माइट बी पॉसिबल और 12 माइट बी पॉसिबल बिकॉज ये मंथ के नंबर हैं और मंथ के नंबर 12 1 ईयर, 18 1.5 ईयर, 24 2 ईयर एंड 36 3 ईयर जनरली इसी तरह से आते हैं. तो हमें इस टर्म को इस तरह से स्प्लिट करना है कि हमारा एक फैक्टर तो ये रहना ही चाहिए यहाँ पे. तो हमने इसको स्प्लिट किया इस तरह से कि एन स्क्वायर प्लस, अब इसका हमने जब डिवाइड किया तो किस तरह से आएगा, एन स्क्वायर प्लस 241n minus 9972 is equal to 0. Now making its factors and splitting its middle term, so n square plus 277n minus 36n minus 9972, n common, n plus 277 minus 36 common, n plus 277, ignoring the negative value we can take n is equal to 36 here. So time is 36 months. It means 3 years. In question number 22, when the rate of GST is decreased from 20% to 10% for cotton, Mamta has to pay rupees 1000 less for it. What is the list price of cotton? We have previously done this type of question also, but again here list price or mark price is X, then X plus 20% of X. But if the reduced GST 10%, then X plus 10% of X. And in this case, Mamta has to pay how much less? Rupees 1000 less. So 1000. After calculation, 20 upon 100x is equal to x plus 10 upon 100x plus 1000. After cancellation, 20 upon 100 minus 10 upon 100, x is equal to 1000. So 10 upon 100 x is equal to 1000. X is equal to 1000 into 100 divided by 10. It means 10,000 rupees. So x is equal to 10,000 rupees. In question number 23, Arjun bought an article for rupees 5,000 and spent rupees 1,000 on transportation. So actual cost comes out to be, actual cost, it means rupees 5,000 plus 1,000 transportation cost. It means rupees 6,000 is the actual cost paid. Now he marked the article at rupees 10,000 and sold it to the customer. So mark price is 10,000 and sold it to the customer. If the rate of GST is 5%, find the customer price. So price paid by customer is equal to 10,000, which is the mark price, plus rate of GST is 5% given. So 5% plus 500. It means 10500 rupees. It means find the customer price. It means 10,500 rupees customer has to pay for the article to Mr. Arjun, and Arjun has profit of rupees 4,500. In question number 24, Purva had a recurring deposit account in a bank. She deposited rupees 1,500 per month for 3 years. It means deposited money here is deposited money 1,500 rupees for 3 years. It means 36. Value is 54,000. This is the deposited amount. If she gets 70,000 at the time of maturity, it means amount received, or you can say maturity value is rupees 70,000. At the time of maturity, find the rate of interest. For making the calculation easy, we just need to calculate with the formula of interest only, and we know the formula that maturity value is equal to P into N plus I. So I is maturity value minus P into N. Now maturity value is 70,000 minus P into N is 54,000. So minus, it means 16,000. Now we can simply apply the formula for interest. It means 16,000 interest I is equal to P into N plus 1, and rate we need to calculate divided by 2 into 12 into 100. For the calculation of value of R, we need to make it simplify, and simplified value is 1665 upon 2R, and it is equal to 16,000. So value of R is equal to 16,000 divided by 1665 multiplied by 2. It means 19.12%, or you can say approximately 19% is the rate. In question number 25, the taxable value of canvas shoes is rupees 550. Rate of GST is 10%. What will be the price of the canvas shoes? So, first of all, amount of GST paid is 10% of 550. So, 10 upon 100 into 550, it means rupees 55. Now, what will be the price of the canvas shoes? It means 550 plus rupees 55. Value is 605. So rupees 605 one has to pay for purchasing these canvas shoes. Coming to question number 26, Rohini deposits rupees 2,000 per month in a recurring deposit account of 5 years at 5% interest per annum. Find the maturity value. Maturity value is equal to P into N. 2,000. Here N is 5 years. It means 12 into 5 means 60. Plus 2,000 into 60 into 61, and rate of interest is 5%. 2 and 12 and 100. So after calculation, this value comes out to be 250 into 61 plus 12 and then 4 zeros. After multiplication, 15250, and then after adding, value comes out to be 135250 rupees. After 5 years, Rohini will get such a big amount. Question number 27. The cost of an item is rupees 500 and after imposing GST becomes 800. So amount of GST paid is, we will get after subtracting amount of GST, means money paid is 800 including GST minus 500 excluding GST. It means rupees 300 is the GST paid only. Then calculate the rate of GST. Now for the calculation of rate of GST, the formula is amount paid divided by marked value and 100. Amount paid is rupees 300, on the market value is 500 and then 100. So 300 divided by 5, it means 60. 60% is the rate of GST. In question number 28, Samir manufactures an article in Bangalore and sells it at rupees 20,000 to Ram in Assam. If the rate of IGST is 18%, calculate the cost of article in Assam. IGST in IGST charge in Assam is 18% of the value given as 20,000. So 18 upon 100 into 20,000. Value is 3,600. So total value with the, you can say, cost of article is 20,000 plus 3,600 IGST. So it means 23600 rupees. In question number 29, an article costing rupees 10,000 made in Mathura was sold to a person in Mumbai and Delhi. If the rate of CGST and SGST are 2% and 5% respectively on the article, calculate the cost of article in Mumbai and Delhi. Now, cost of article in Mathura is rupees 10,000. Now, rate of CGST is 2% and rate of SGST is 5%. It means total rate of GST is 2 plus 5, it means 7%. Now GST is, the amount of GST paid is 7% of 10,000. So 7% of 10,000. It means rupees 700 we have to pay as GST. So total cost of article is 10,700 rupees. Now coming to question number 30, Mehak purchased a dress for rupees 2,394, which included two successive discounts, 10% and then 5% respectively on the marked price, and then 12% GST on the remaining price. Find the market price of the dress. So here we have to assume, let marked price of the dress is rupees X. Now value of first discount given as 10%. So 10% of X is 10 upon 100X. It means 1 upon 10X. So mark price after first discount is equal to X minus 1 upon 10X. It means 9 upon 10X. Now second discount. Second discount, its value is 5%. So 5% of 9 upon 10x. It means 5 upon 100. into 9 upon 10x, and value comes out to be 9 upon 20x, 200x. So mark price after second discount is equal to 9 upon 10x minus 9 upon 200x. Taking LCM, 200, 180 minus 9 in the numerator, and its value is 171 upon 200x. Now coming to the question, including GST. Now this is the mark price. 170 after two successive discounts. This is the mark price 171 upon 200x plus GST is 12% of 171 upon 200x. So 171 upon 200x plus 12 upon 100 into 171 upon 200x, and its value is given as 2394. Now calculating this plus this value is, we can take common here. We can take 171 over 200 common. So from the first bracket x also common, from the first bracket 1 is there, and from the second bracket 12 upon 100 is there, and then 2394. 100 plus 12 is 112 upon 100, 171 upon 200, x is equal to 2394. So value of x is 2394 into 200 into 100 divided by 171 and then 112. And after calculation, we will get rupees 2500. So x comes out to be 2500. So the market value of this dress is 2500, but after two discounts and adding GST, it comes out to be 2394. In question number 31, Gagan has a recurring deposit account in a bank. He deposits rupees 2500 per month for 2 years. If he gets 66,250 at the time of maturity, find the rate of interest. So first we need to calculate the value of interest. Value of interest is maturity value minus P into N. We have calculated in previous question also. So maturity value is this much minus P is 2500 and then time is 2 years. It means 24. So 66,250 minus 60,000 and interest 6250 rupees. Now I is equal to, I means this much 6250 is equal to P into N plus 1 into rate we need to calculate, then 2 into 12 into 100. The value of R is 6250 divided by 25 into 25. 6250 divided by 625. It means 10% is the rate. In question number 32, a dealer supplied a walkie-talkie set of rupees 85,000 to police control room. If the rate of GST is 20%, find the amount of SGST and CGST charged by the dealer. Here we have to assume, let the taxable value. Let the taxable value of walkie-talkie is rupees X. Then, according to the given question, X plus GST is 20%. 20% of X and its value is given as 85,000. So, 12 upon 10X is equal to 85,000. So, X is 85,000 multiplied by 10 and divided by 12. Its value comes out to be 70833.33 rupees. So now SGST as well as CGST, their value remains to be same, 10%. 10% of 70833.33, it means 10 upon 100 into 70833.3, and 7083.3 rupees is the value of CGST as well as SGST. Means 7083 rupees. In question number 33, Rajni opened a recurring deposit account for 20 months. The rate of interest is 9% per annum and received rupees 441 as interest at the time of maturity. So here the value is given of interest rupees 441, not maturity value. Find the amount Rajni deposited each month. So we can straightway apply the formula of interest. I is 441 given and P we need to calculate. Time is 20 months. So 20 plus 1 is 21 and the rate is 9% upon 2 into 12 into 100. P we need to calculate. So P is equal to 441 into 40 divided by 21 into 3. So after calculation, we will get rupees 280. So principal is rupees 280. In question number 34, Sonam had recurring deposit account in a bank and deposited rupees 600 per month. So the P value is given as 600 per month for 2.5 years. 2.5 years, it means N is given as 2.5 years means 24 plus half means 6. It means 30. Value of N is 30 months here. If the rate of interest was 10% per annum, find the maturity value of this amount. So maturity value is equal to P into N, 600 into 30 plus 600 into 30 into 31. Rate is given as 10 upon 2 into 12 into 100. So here 18,000 plus after calculation 75 into 31. So 18,000 plus 2325 and value comes out to be rupees 20325. So this is the maturity value. Coming to last question, which is 35. Mr. Bedi visits the market and buys the following articles. Medicines costing rupees 950, rate of GST is 5%, pair of shoes costing rupees 3000, GST rate is 18%, laptop bag costing 1000 with a discount of 30% GST at the rate of 18%. Calculate the total amount of GST paid. So cost of medicines is rupees 950. Rate of GST is 5%. So amount of GST paid is 5% of 950. It means 5 upon 100 into 950. So value comes out to be rupees 47.50. Now cost of pair of shoes is rupees 3000. Then amount of GST paid is 18%. So 18 upon 100 into 3000, it means rupees 540. Then third part is discount on laptop bag. So discount here on laptop bag is 30%. So 30% of value given as 1000. So rupees 300 is the discount given. So cost of remaining cost is 1000 minus 300 discount. It means 700. Rupees 700 is the remaining value. Now GST applied is in this case 18%. So 18% of 700, it means 18 upon 100 into 7, it means rupees 126. Now total GST paid. Total GST paid is first is this much, then second is 540 and then third is 126. After adding these three, 47.50, then 540 540 and then 126. Value comes out to be 713.50. Rupees 713.50 paisa. Hope you have enjoyed solving these questions along with me. Now I have given some additional questions in the description box also. If you have any doubt, you can tell me in the comment section. I will try to solve them. Thank you for watching till the end. Keep watching and sharing with your friends. Thank you. Bye bye.